Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be giving you a book recommendation based on your zodiac sign. So as always, grab your beverage of choice and let's get into it. So this was actually going to be a TikTok video, but when I started to film it, it was like getting over like 7 minutes and I'd only done 6 of the signs and I was like, it's maybe not going to work for this format. So I decided, you know what, let's just deep dive and just do a YouTube video. Now, disclaimer, I am not an astrologer, okay? I am interested in astrology. I'm interested in star signs. I literally have my sun sign tattooed on me. I'm a Leo, if you if you couldn't already guess. This is going to be a very superficial, surface level overview of your sun sign and what book I would recommend based on that. It's a bit of fun, okay? First up, let's start with the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries. Now, my dad's an Aries and I have encountered quite a lot of Aries through my life. One of my sister-in-laws is an Aries. I've had a couple of best friends that have been Aries. So let's talk a little bit about Aries first of all. So Aries, the symbol for you is the ram. You are a fire sign, you are fun, you're bold, and you are impulsive. However, sometimes you can be a little bit too impulsive and a little bit too passionate, shall we say. So bearing that in mind, the book that I am recommended for all my Aries babies is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. Is anyone surprised that the first book on the list is a Greek mythology retelling? No. But listen, here's why. Let me justify it. So as I said, Aries always remind me of like warriors, right? I always think Aries have a warrior spirit. They're very passionate. They fight for what they believe in. They fight for justice. And I love that about Aries. I adore it. And obviously the Song of Achilles is about Achilles, who is known as the best of the Greeks. He is a strong fighter, warrior. But also, as I said before, Aries are very passionate. And Song of Achilles also explores Achilles' relationship with Patroclus, his lover. And it's a very fiery, passionate, intense relationship. And so I just think that all you Aries babies will get a lot out of the Song of Achilles. So that is my recommendation for you. Okay, next up, we have Taurus. So Taurus, your symbol is the bull. You are an earth sign. You are very dependable. You like your home to be really nice and aesthetically pleasing. You're great listeners, but you can be a little bit set in your ways. And so for those reasons, the book I am recommending for you is The Fellowship of the Ring by J.R.R. Tolkien. When I think of Taurus people, I just think of hobbits. I really do, because hobbits love their homes, they love to make their spaces nice and cozy and comfortable, they love their food, which Taurus people also love, they're good listeners, and I just associate Taurus people with hobbits. And that is not meant as an insult, by the way. That is meant as a big compliment. So yeah, I think Taurus people would love the Lord of the Rings trilogy in general, but I think you would like the Fellowship of the Ring and probably the Hobbit, because there's a lot of chat about the Shire, and I feel like Taurus would fit in really well with the Shire. I feel like you Taurus people would be out growing your own food, you'd be, making lots of nice meals, you'd be reading your book by the fire, you'd be like having all these gorgeous plants in your home. I just think if you're a Taurus, I think you'd fit in well with the Hobbits in the Shire. So that is my recommendation for you. Next up, we have Gemini. So Gemini, your symbol is the twins. You are very outgoing, you're very sociable, you make friends very easily, you're a lot of fun. However, you can be a little bit flaky. Trust me, I should know, my mum's a Gemini. So yeah, the book that I'm recommending for you guys is The Hunting Party by Lucy Foley. Or really any Lucy Foley book, to be honest. We all know, if you've been on my channel for a while, I love Lucy Foley. But The Hunting Party is set in the Scottish Highlands, and there has been some crime that's been committed, and we get different perspectives of all the characters that are involved in the book. And I just think that this type of fast-paced whodunit murder mystery would be perfect for a Gemini, because I feel like Geminis need to be kept on their toes. They don't want to really be stuck to one thing. They want to be able to dip in and out of different perspectives. They want to sample different things. They don't want to get bored, okay? So I feel like The Hunting Party would keep you on your toes, keep you guessing, and I think you'd really enjoy it. Okay, next up we have Cancer. Your symbol is the crab. You are very warm and nurturing. A lot of Cancers tend to be very like home and family orientated. However, you can perhaps maybe be a little bit too sensitive at times and take things to heart. So bearing that in mind, the book that I've chosen for you is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Now the reason I've chosen this is because our main character Kaya in Where the Crawdads Sing, I think is a very deep and sensitive person. She also has this connection to nature. She doesn't want to do anyone any harm. She is very kind, even though she's had horrible things done to her. She is just very kind and she is just a good person. However, that being said, I think with cancer people, they do have a little bit of fire in them, and I think that if you push them too much, they will snap back and they will defend themselves eventually. And that is what happens in Where the Crawdads Sing. So I think you cancer people would really enjoy that book. Next up, we have my sun sign, Leo. So us Leos are fiery. We're a fire sign. Our symbol is the lion. And, I don't know if I said for Cancer. Sorry, I don't know if I said for Cancer or Gemini. Gemini, you're an air sign and Cancer is water. Sorry, I forgot to say that. And Taurus is an earth sign. I've written this all down and I'm just not following it. Anyway, Leos, our symbol is the lion. We are a fire sign. We are confident. We are big-hearted. We are loyal. But we can be a little bit selfish, let's be honest. So, bearing all that in mind, the book that I'm recommending for us, I actually have a physical copy of, and it is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think this has everything that us Leos enjoy. It's got the glitz, the glamour, it's got the love, it's got the drama. It's just got a bit of everything, and I really enjoyed this. I read it a couple of summers ago. I love that the main character is an actress because I'm an actress as well, and yeah, I just think that the Leos will be living for the drama in this book. And the great outfits. Like, I feel like a lot of the time through this book we get good descriptions of Evelyn's outfits that she wore to like red carpet events and stuff like that, and like me personally as a Leo was just like imagining these outfits, and it was really, I just enjoyed that. So yeah, I think if you're a Leo, you'll like this one. Okay, next up we have Virgo. So Virgo is another earth sign. The symbol for Virgo, well, so it's weird because it says the Virgin. Apparently that's the symbol for Virgo, which I did not know until now. But yeah, you're very practical, you're very loyal, but you can be a little bit single-minded when you want to get something done. You've got a bit of a one-track mind sometimes. So bearing that in mind, the book that I'm recommending for Virgo is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I think Virgos would get a lot from this book. It is a story that surrounds 4 sisters and their different roles within the family dynamic, the struggles, and also the responsibilities of the different sisters. And I just think that Virgo would be able to relate to that because I feel like Virgos do have quite a strong sense of responsibility, and yeah, when they want to get things done, they're just like, I'm going to get this done, this is going to happen. And I just think you'd enjoy it, and it's a great book. So this is my recommendation for Virgo. Okay, next up we have Libra. Libra's symbol is the scales. So you like balance in your life if you're a Libra. You don't tend to like confrontation. You like things to be on an even keel. You're an air sign. You love the finer things in life, and you can be a little bit self-indulgent. So with that in mind, the book I'm recommending for all my Libra babies is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Dorian Gray, the main character in the book, seems very charming on the outside. You know, he's aesthetically pleasing, all this kind of stuff, but there's a dark undercurrent to him. And so I think that Libras will get a lot of this because there is that dark and light, there is that kind of opposition, there's 2 sides of everything, you know. One thing I found interesting when I was looking up just like classic traits of Libras, it said that the autumn equinox is always during Libra season, and this is a time where there is equal parts light and dark in the day, and I just found that really interesting. Like, that's just a little tidbit for you. This story is about vanity and beauty and also the darkness within, so I think Libras would enjoy this one. Next up we have Scorpio, which is actually my rising sign. So Scorpios are strong, independent, and very private. They can be a little bit jealous and get a little bit defensive. So with that in mind, I am recommending The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. I think you Scorpios would love this because Lisbeth Salander, the main character in this book, is a very, very strong, fierce female character. She's got a really like fierce look to her as well. She takes justice into her own hands. She's a bit of a vigilante. And I just think my Scorpios would identify with Lisbeth Salander. and I think you'd really enjoy this book and this series of books because there's loads of them now. So next up we have Sagittarius. Your symbol is the Archer. You're a fire sign. You're very curious, free-spirited, adventurous. My fiance is a Sagittarius and he's definitely all these things. You're a lot of fun. However, you can be a little bit selfish and maybe a little bit impatient. So with that in mind, the book that I'm recommending for you is The Life of Pi. And I've not written down who wrote that book. Sorry, but the picture will be on the screen anyway. Anyway, this is a magical adventure and it explores lots of different cultures, and our main character explores a lot of the world, and I just think that this would satiate Sagittarius's need for adventure and discovery, and it's a really rich book. Like, I feel like it's very descriptive and you can really imagine like all the scenes and the colours and different things in this book, so I think Sagittarius babies would like this one. Okay, next up we have Capricorn. Your symbol is the goat. You're an earth sign. You're known to be very hardworking, bit of a perfectionist, organised and very honest. However, you can be a little bit stubborn or maybe even greedy. So I'm not going to lie, I kind of struggled with this one, but I think the book that I'm going to recommend for you guys is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Now this is because Ebenezer Scrooge really embodies all the worst traits of a Capricorn. He's very scrupulous, he's very hardworking, he's diligent, he counts every single penny and every hour, but so much so that he doesn't let himself have any fun, and he just kind of shuts a lot of the fun out of his life, and he struggles to connect with other people and really relax. And I think that this could be a good cautionary tale for Capricorns to, let your guard down a bit, relax. You don't have to be counting every penny or every hour or working yourself to the bone to the point of burnout, because with Capricorns, I know I do see that can be a little bit of a theme in their life. So I think A Christmas Carol could be a good cautionary tale for you Capricorns. And I also think it's quite a fun story, and the transformation that Ebenezer Scrooge goes through towards the end of the book when he learns his lesson. I just think Capricorns would enjoy it. And listen, I love Ebenezer Scrooge and I love all the adaptations of A Christmas Carol. I actually think he's a really funny character. I know he's meant to be really dark and, you're maybe not meant to like him, but I actually do really like him, so go figure. But yeah, I think my Capricorns would like that one. Next up, we have Aquarius. You are the water bearer. However, you're actually an air sign, not a water sign. Confusing. You are clever, you are assertive, you are progressive. However, you can be a little bit detached. And for that reason, the book I'm going to recommend to you is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. So in The Midnight Library, our main character, Nora, goes into this magical realm of this library where each book she picks out is a different alternate version of her life, or how her life could have been had she made different choices. And I think that because Aquarius tend to be quite intelligent and analytical, I think you would really enjoy seeing how these different choices played out and how it impacts her. I just think you get a lot of enjoyment out of this book, so that is my recommendation for you. Last but not least, we have the last sign of the zodiac, and that is Pisces. The symbol for Pisces are the fish. You are a water sign. You're very dreamy, you're compassionate, you're artistic, and you maybe be a little bit psychic as well. However, weaknesses, you can be a little bit self-deprecating and overly sensitive. And for those reasons, I am recommending The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I never say her name right. Erin Morgenstern. I just can't get my tongue around her name. We'll just call her Erin. So yeah, The Night Circus is a very magical, enchanting book set in, obviously, a circus that arrives in the night time. It's very rich in terms of, like, I've said this before about this book, but when you're reading it, you can literally, like, smell all the scents that are talked about in this book. It's just very vivid, and I feel like if you're a Pisces, you've already got quite a vivid imagination. You're already a bit of a dreamer. I just think you would love this book so much. There's also a bit of romance in it, and I feel like Pisces can be very romantic. So yeah, this is my recommendation for all my Pisces babies. So that is it. 12 zodiac signs, 12 books. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed, like, compiling my notes for this video, because as I said, I do have a budding interest in astrology, and literally, I don't know if you can really see, but my bed sheets that I've got on right now are my zodiac bed sheets, and I'm obsessed with them. So yeah, I just thought I would combine my interest in astrology with my love of books, and there we have it. So please let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your sign is, and if you've read the book or if you're going to read the book. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!